Yes, sir.
Joe Varden, The Athletic. On a night like tonight, when you're playing a team with that much firepower and you're up 6 and then you get beat by 30 in the second half, can you use tonight as a teaching moment, or is this just one you kind of get through?
I don't think so. I think just one just have to get through. As I told the guys at halftime, all we did was, the way we finished that first half, we just put ourselves in a good position. But just knowing that the firepower that they had over there, I think it was 6-point lead at halftime. That's nothing. That's nothing. And then the start of the third quarter, I really thought. First of all, we didn't come out with any energy to start the third quarter. And when I called the first time out in the third quarter, that was just a point of emphasis. But I mean, a team like this, they've got so many weapons and so much firepower, and you have to really just, you have to try to sustain as much as you can against them, because they just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, and they actually wore us down, and that's just it's the reason why they're the defending NBA champs.
Did you? Because we were talking to you before the game about threes, and then tonight you guys came out and actually shot a bunch. Was that a message or directive that you had given beforehand, or just the fact that the Warriors were leaving that?
No, the 3-point shot was there, and when it's there, I encourage our guys to take them. We had some good look at some threes, we just didn't knock them down. But once we, I don't want to just totally settle on a 3. I want to be aggressive. I want to attack the basket, but there was no message to our guys at the beginning of the game about taking more threes. It was just there and it was available, and we just took them.
And then, this doesn't mean anything as far as wins and losses, but I saw at the very end of the game, there was one possession left, and Colin had the ball. He's a rookie, and he turned around to you guys basically to say, like, should I just hold on to it? And we've seen at times throughout this league where, like, a young guy will shoot that, and you're not supposed to. Does that show growth that he knew to stop and turn around and ask?
It really does. And you hit it right on the nail head. In that situation, there was no need to take another shot. And he had the awareness to turn and look at me and see if I wanted him to shoot it. But you're absolutely right. That shows growth, and that's something that we look for, and we pointed out to him when those type things happen. We were in a situation a few games ago, and just speaking on the growth of the younger guys. You probably remember the game down in Orlando, where we probably could have held the ball, we would have came out with a win, but JD tried to make a cross-court pass. He was in that same situation, a few games later, and he drove it in there, and then he dribbled it all the way back out. So it's those type things that tells me and the staff and the organization we're on the right track as far as our young players growing.
Coach, speaking on Colin, obviously Curry was able to get his, but it looked like Colin was not intimidated in any way, shape, or form, and he kind of relished the matchup. Talk a little bit about his presence, the rookie's presence tonight.
Well, one thing about Colin, he's not going to back down. This kid is a fierce competitor, and he'll accept any challenge. And I thought tonight he did a good job against a pretty good guard in Curry. Curry scored 42. But Colin, he kept competing, and the message that I was hearing from him in the huddles was, "Hey guys, come on, let's keep playing hard, let's keep going at it," And again, that's a sign of growth. But he is certainly he's a fierce competitor, and he's not going back down from anybody. And it's one of the reasons why we're so intrigued about bringing him in here, because of his competitive nature, and he doesn't care who he plays against, and that's just that's just a great sign of a good point guard.
Spencer Davis, Basketball Insiders, particularly in that second quarter, I saw you clapping your hands and looking towards Rodney and some of the young guys when they had some active hands. Golden State wasn't making the crispest of passes, but you guys were getting in the passing lanes. Is that something that you can take out of tonight too? Because it
Well,
looked like
you
they were pretty active.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought our guys did a really good job in trying to take away, some of the passes, some of the sets that they were running where they were getting pin downs, and we know with Curry and with Thompson they're catch and shoot Durant as well. But I thought our guys did a really good job in fighting over the screens and getting their hands in the passing lanes, and we deflected a few. And again, it just tells me these guys are playing hard, they're competing, and we talk a lot about our game plan and our game strategies, and playing against catch and shoot guys. You want to make it difficult for them, and I thought for the most part, particularly in that first half, I thought our guys did a good job with that. I thought Rodney did a good job with it. I thought G Hill did a good job with it. So whenever we see our guys doing that, we want to acknowledge that, because that's just a sign that they're starting to kind of figure it out. And certainly when you play against scores, you got to make it as difficult as you can for them. And the easiest way to do that is try not to let them catch the basketball. And I thought our guys tried to make do a conscious effort of doing that tonight.
And then branching off of that, is looking on the other end, the offensive rebounds, Larry and Tristan hitting the glass as per usual. But
I thought they did a good job with in hitting the offensive glass. We really need that from both guys, because they're the two most athletic guys around the rim for us, and I thought they did a pretty good job in getting to the glass tonight.